Got 18 wheels of love and I'm bringing home tonight. Got a single lane of hard-headed straight for you. And I'd like to get halfway between the cork and the bottle, but I'm putting it on.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is M&A Computers, and we are going to be playing American Truck Simulator today. And my virtual company, it's M&A Trucking, of course. But yeah, we got I got a Blue Yeti Pro that I'm going to be testing out. I barely got it like 3-4 days ago. I've been testing it out, how it records and stuff like that. It's absolutely phenomenal.
I can't say that word right, but
It works awesome. It can't be any better. Words can't describe of how well it picks up things. Believe me, like, we had the 4th of July going on. My setup is in a garage, and that's one thing I have to talk with you guys a little bit later too, but my setup is in a garage. Everything's locked up and sealed up tight. Fireworks were popping off outside and stuff, and this mic was picking it up like if it was just, if I was literally shooting them on. The thing will pick up sounds like crazy, like how well it does it. And I can't be any more happier with it. But we are going to be doing that today with this game. Take a little load. It's a Swift trailer. Don't know what it is yet, but we'll get into details about that here in a second. Anyways, I hope you guys like the skin. It's a custom skin that I did just for my own little truck on this game. I did one previously a while back, and there's been more people that like that skin than they do this one. I think it's just a little bit too green. But yeah, I may end up putting some more stripes on it or whatever, changing it to a black color, deck it all out. But yeah, without any more delay, I will talk with you about the load and where we're going. And first of all, we are going to San Rafael. I don't know if that's how you say it or not. I'm not really good at pronouncing words, I would say. So I'm doing the best I can here, guys. But we are hauling a load of gypsum, whatever the hell that is. And it is expected there at 7 o'clock p.m. in game time, Saturday. So we have pretty much 24 hours to get it over there. Then, I think, can't remember. Here's, yep, no, wrong button. Wrong button again. We have 251 miles to go. So I think this will be a good setup point. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit long video, I would say. But I'll probably trim it down, whatever. My goal is to keep everything about 30 minutes long. I also plan on doing like some episodes, like of this game in general. But who knows where it'll all lead to. But here's inside the cab. Nothing special. I haven't had any mods that's into it yet. Plan on doing it, but time gets away from me. Without any more delay, we will go ahead and get started. Release the air brakes. this game is like, this is about the only game that I ever really play, guys. I could play some Grand Theft Auto. That's a damn good game. You can't beat a game from outrunning the cops, blowing up things, killing people, picking up hookers off the end game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play some of that stuff and put it on YouTube too. If YouTube allows it. I know it does. That's just make a little goof out of myself, I guess. But yeah, what this channel is going to be about too, it's going to be about like computer related stuff, like all the like processors and different stuff like that. I had a plan on doing a little deal on NVMe drives, but that didn't kind of work out in my favor. My camera ended up screwing up on me, and I had to go have it repaired for me. So we're kind of waiting on that, seeing what's going to happen with that. I've been so tempted to get up on YouTube, and it's finally starting to happen. But yeah, I'm just kind of describing what also my channel is going to be about. So, kind of a little bit of everything, really. I've been getting into like models, or not models, but modding and different stuff like that too. Show like tutorials on how to do it. And you guys could help me out and kind of figure out what I should put on and so forth. I start running out of ideas, I would say. But yeah, that's my whole goal for this channel. Seeing how it leads up. But I'm gonna keep the channel primarily about technology related stuff. I'm sure there'll be a couple of random stuff on there too. So just follow it. Now, anyone that doesn't know this game, this game was released back in 2016 in February. And I have like 1,100 plus hours on it. It's an absolutely wonderful game to play, especially if you're like into trucks and stuff. You can't go wrong with it. It's a blast to play. Some people find it kind of boring after a while, in which it does. I can't say anything with that, but yeah, it does get boring sometimes. I can't count of how many times I've literally sat here in the computer chair and went to sleep. I'm over here dozing off in this game, and I'll wake up into a guardrail. Oh yeah, it'll definitely put you to sleep sometimes. I gotta always kind of remember to always move the camera around so you guys can see what's all happening. This is my very first game upload, screen capturing, do it in audio where I could tell you, man, trying to figure out everything with like the Blue Yeti Pro and like all the different aspects that go along with it. I never did think it would be that much of a problem to get it all set up, but man, it's something else. You have to figure out what's best with what, and your compressions and different stuff like that. I've been researching a lot of that stuff, like the MP4, the AVI, and different compression settings. I was there running Fraps for quite a while. I've always used Fraps for like a benchmarking games and so forth. And once I actually went into like actual recording a video, and especially in this game, it's not the most optimized game for like recording at all. But I would just like have major frame problems where it was just too jaggedy. I was like, no, I'm not even gonna mess with it. Then this one guy off of Steam, he told me about Shadow Play. I never have really cared for GeForce, the GeForce experience. That's where you get it off of, it'll record the games. But he told me about that, and man, it's excellent. It does a really good job. But the only thing is with that, it's like it doesn't lock down your FPS to a certain point. You have to kind of go in there and kind of tweak a little few things. But I would always have, like with Shadow Play for a day or two, I would have problems with the pretty much the frames. It was like the frames on the game like would be okay, but after you get it into like a media player or to play it back, it was just the frames were all over the place. It was too janky. So what I did, I was like, well, there has to be a way to go over there and lock down the FPS to a certain degree. So what I ended up doing, I went on to, if anyone knows the NVIDIA Inspector, I got onto that and I limited down my FPS to 60. And I did that and I kind of tested it out, and it's so much better. Every now and then you can tell it skips a frame, or you can just tell it does. But on the video or whatever, it's pretty solidly smooth. But there may be an instance where the frame will kind of skips a beat. It's kind of out of my control. But that's the best method that I know of right now. I'm just gonna have to kind of mess around with it a little bit more. And my setup, it's a Intel i7 6950X paired with a GTX 980 Ti. I was gonna get a 1080 Ti I don't know, like 2 or 3 months ago, whenever I get my Core i7. But like with I'm glad I did it now, because whenever I tested out this game with the 6950X, I looked up all my graphs and stuff, and like you have your on-screen frames counter and stuff like that, but it wasn't even, with the 980 Ti, it wasn't even using like 50% of the card's hardware. So I was like, I think I'm gonna hold off on the 1080 Ti. I'm glad I did. I'll probably next year I'll end up getting like an SLI set up with it or something. But also too, I'm kind of wanting to get one of them. I'm wanting to get one of them. Dang it! What are they called? Man, I can't remember the name of them people. Anyway, the name of the case, it's called a TH8. Yeah, TH8. But it's a pretty much a custom case that you could get from them, and they're expensive. They're like, the one that I wanted was like $700. I was gonna go all out and do the whole custom water loop and stuff like that. I was like, kind of decided against it. I had too many things to buy, putting a lot of stuff into my business that really needed to be done before I go over there and spend that kind of money on that kind of stuff. So maybe next year. But yeah, this is only paired with a 980 Ti right now. Plan on doing more in the future with my setup though. And I also have the Logitech G29 steering wheel. And I had the regular shifter, but I ordered a shifter from Sizio Technologies. Did a little modding to that as well. I took the shaft from that G29 and I drilled out a couple of holes in that shaft, along with the shaft with the shifter from Sizio. And I cut me out a 13-inch long pipe, if you will. It's not a hollow pipe, it's just a pipe. Drilled out a couple of holes on the top and bottom where it'll connect all together. Put some screws in it, and it's like, that's the hardcore stuff there, guys. It's a little, the only thing I don't like about it is, it's a little, I would say, best word to describe it, it gets a little, it's too flimsy, I would say. It's sturdy, but you can tell, like, you don't want to overdo it either. If that makes sense. Like, you could overdo it, and it won't break on you. As long as you don't weld it to the floor. The way I have mine set up, I welded a couple of, it looks like a little miniature table on the floor, but it's solid metal, and it probably weighs at least 20 pounds alone, full steel and all. But I put little legs on it, and I put that G29 shifter like on the bottom where it could sit, and it's weighed down where, like, even if you do force it, it's gonna flip over on itself if you do it way too hard, if that makes sense. And I ordered a I can't remember that other place. I'd have to put some links down in the description for you guys. But it's another company from Europe. But it's a custom racing wheel setup place where they kind of do mods on steering wheels and stuff. But there's a little adapter that you can put into the shifter itself, a little plastic piece where it'll kind of make the feel of the shifter work out a little bit better. All you do is, like, you take off that boot, you just kind like 2 or 3 of them things more in there to make it feel proper again. Or to kind of give more of a realistic aspect to it. So yeah, that's what I got going on with my setup. Do what, baby? It's on. Look on the dryer. Other than that, I don't know. Oh, Amber put it in the. Amber put it in that deal. Alright. My kids are always taking the remote and like the TV remote and hiding it. They can't keep their hands off things. Honey, will you get Amber and close that door? Oh, where was I? Oh, I just got done talking about the shifter and stuff. Let's see. Oh, I also, with this Blue Yeti Pro, I ended up getting at first I was having lots of problems with it, but I ended up getting a mixer for it whenever I bought all the equipment. Like, I planned on using the XLR. It's just better sound quality. You could always like change like your voice and do special effects with it and stuff. But anyways, I got a mixer for it. And I kid you not, whenever I got it, it was the wrong kind of mixer. I needed a USB mixer that will hook up to the computer, and somehow I didn't make sure it was a USB mixer. I knew that there's 2 kinds of them, and it just completely messed me up. Then I was all trying to figure like a bunch of stuff out because I had a bunch of scratching noises in my in one of my speakers, and I thought the mic was like clipping somewhere, like where it was picking up way too much all at one time and way too much echo. It wasn't that at all. It was just one of my speakers. It wasn't plugged in right, if that makes sense. It almost sounded like if it was busted or something. I spent hours and hours trying to figure out what was that sound, and that's what it was. But I got that all figured out and fixed it. And now it's like it works perfectly well. And one thing I'm gonna have to invest into is one of them track IRs, if that's what you call them. I never have really put all that much attention to it. But now whenever you're actually like doing recordings and like trying to talk and so much other stuff is going on, it makes you it makes you think, yeah, I may need to get one. But I'm still kind of debating on it too. I'm just gonna have to get used to it. I've always moved around with with the camera inside the cab. I've always used the mouse. It's always worked really well for me, and it hasn't sidetracked me too much. Got a sharp corner up here. Gotta slow down a bit. Motorcycle somewhere. Can't see the guy. Oh yeah, I enjoy this game, guys. It's fun to mess around with it. That's pretty much the only reason why I've ever bought another computer again, was because of this game. There for the longest time, I was always playing on a PS4. I've always enjoyed computers, but my computer broke at one time, and I never did mess with one again until this game was released. So I'm just kind of getting a little bit fresh again, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's kind of one of them things, you lose it there for a little bit. It's almost like trying to relearn everything again, almost. A lot of it just second nature, but some of this other stuff, like software, getting back to where you was, it takes a little bit more time. Now guys, we are over here in San Rafael. I guess we had to take this gypsum to these hippies over here. California's full of them. And please note, guys, don't take me seriously half the time. Take me seriously, but don't take me serious if it sounds offensive. More than half what I say is more or less to be a joke. So if you can't take a joke, stay off my channel. Got that speed bump up here, gotta slow it down quite a bit. they want this trailer at? Ooh, they're wanting it right over there. Let's see if I can't turn it around. Got it on this one right here. It's just a little bit too tricky for my taste. And please note, guys, I don't usually take this long packing in a trailer. Bet some of you guys, what an amateur. I thought I was trying to be cool earlier. Finally got her in there. Slipped it right in there. So yeah, guys, we are gonna call this load official. And welcome to my channel. I plan on doing more. Doesn't that truck just shine really, really good up in here? That's so sexy. But yeah, please subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be doing like probably end up trying to do like a trucker Saturday or something whenever I have time off. Do a couple of videos of this game. I think this game very well deserves it. Even though it has its issues with like FPS, but there's ways to get around it. There's certain things that you can kind of tweak. But the game is definitely worth it. I definitely recommend buying it. Like I said earlier, especially if you're into these types of games, simulation games and stuff like that. If I was going to rate it, it would be out of 1 out of 10 stars, I would have to rate it at an 8. I take that back. I would rate it at a 7.5. But it's a game worth getting. But I plan on doing more. And so yeah, guys, that's going to be primarily about it. And like I said, please subscribe to my channel, and we'll do some more. And we'll talk to you guys later.
Well, I pulled into Austin about 10 this morning. It's like a living hell, baby, just to keep driving through. And I'd like to go get smashed on some sour mash.